Does anyone agree with me that the market is really boring this week? I mean, it's not really my favorite type of market. I mean, if I look at the daily chart, all I can see here is just a super strong downtrend, and the market is just keep falling and falling and falling. Welcome on this new midweek analysis video, guys. This is Stella speaking, and today here I am, of course, to update the weekly signals that I have sent last Saturday. And let's now follow up with the market and see what happened in it, and let's see what are the new opportunities that are waiting for us on the upcoming days. Let's just not start, of course, with the Euro USD. By the way, guys, did anyone look at the pound CAD? This is ugly. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Look at that. I mean, the pound CAD just kept falling for almost more than 800 pips continuously. I mean, this is just really not my type of market. It's just really one of the worst type of market. I mean, when you see a market like that, you just really better avoid it. You never know when the market will respect any support at all, and if you want to short, you never know when it's really gonna be way oversold. As you can see, I'm sure so many traders, they thought that it was, of course I'm on the daily chart, many traders, they thought that this is it is actually way oversold right here. And as we can see, it just kept falling. Then they thought, okay, maybe it's oversold right here. Then it just kept falling. Okay, maybe oversold at this level of the support, but kept falling. Now I don't know when the pound CAD is gonna stop. Maybe it's gonna make a pullback, then you want to short on that level of a resistance, and that time it will be really way oversold, and the pound CAD is just gonna make a correction and just rise. So this is one of the kind of the markets that you really want to avoid. Anyway, back to the Euro USD. As you can see, my signal for the Euro USD has miserably failed, and the market just kept falling below that level of the support. Unfortunately, it was not a good signal, but it just guys didn't work. Anyway, let's now delete the old signal, and let's see now what we can do next. By the way, guys, I still have a hard time talking. I'm trying now my best to talk, but I think I will just reduce it. It's just really still painful for me to talk. My throat now becoming painful after this intro. Sorry. Anyway, now what we're having right here on the Euro USD is that the market is approaching that level of the support right here at 1.05320. Which means the Euro USD will most likely now gonna continue the fall. So that support right here is gonna be our target. Again, we will avoid buying the Euro USD at this rate, and we will just look for shorting this pair. Now, by looking also at the daily chart, we're having here a real level of the resistance. As we can see, this was, of course, the only level of a real resistance. It became also a support, as we can see right here. Then it became a real support several times again. However, now recently what we're having right here is, of course, a bearish candle, and right here the current daily candle seems like it's gonna make a bullish movement to retest that level after just rising for about 18 pips. That means let's just go to the 4-hour time frame. If we look right here at the 4-hour time frame, we're having here that level of the support trend line, and check this out. Right now, the Euro USD actually kept respecting that level of the support trend line, and as we can see also, it has made here the bearish breakout from it. Now we already have a resistance trend line number 1, so let's consider shorting the Euro USD right on the second attempt of the resistance trend line, which will be also a resistance number 1, because right here we are having the bearish candle, the bearish breakout candle, and right now we will sell the Euro USD exactly on that level. And again, if we scroll to the left side, that was, of course, the real level of the resistance, as we can see right here. All right. So that means sell the Euro USD exactly from that level. Take profit level will be right here at the lowest level of the support. So therefore, our entry is going to be right here at 1.05878, and expecting about 72 pips profit from the signal. And the safe zone that shouldn't be ranging higher than this level of the nearest resistance as well at one, and of course a previous support at 1.06316, which means safe zone will be ranging for about 43 pips against 73 pips of profit. And let's now move to the pound USD. Alright, so the pound USD at least went in the right direction, but hasn't been triggered also. Anyway, let's see now what we can do next with this pair. Moving now to the still in the daily chart. Again, very similar scenario with the pound CAD. The market is just keep falling and falling. However, we are not yet sure when it's gonna make any correction or a pullback. But however, all what we can say here is that we will just follow the trend. And from my point of view, I believe that the pound USD is going to continue the fall till it reach the support right here at 1.20509 at least. I mean, at least it's going to continue the fall till it reach it. Expected actually, of course, to reach that level of the support at 1.18333. If we look at the weekly chart right now, however, we are having here, of course, no single support at the horizon. So far, what we're having here on the weekly chart is a broken level of the support trend line, as we can see, and the pound USD is just keep falling. And normally what happens, guys, is that the market is going to continue the fall after the breakout from the support trend line. It's going to continue the fall till it reach a strong support level. After that, it's going to make a pullback to retest the broken level of support trend line. So far, we don't see that support right here. Most likely, that's going to be the turning point for the pound USD, and that's why I'm saying until then, we will just keep shorting it. So, moving now to the daily chart, we are having here, of course, a real level of the resistance, as we can see, exactly right there at 1.21983. Just simply by looking at that level of the resistance right here, it was also a real level of the support. So, we will just wait for the pound USD to make another pullback for around 43 pips before we can continue shorting it. That is going to be the only valid signal. And as we can see right here on the 4-hour time frame, we already have right here the broken level of the support exactly right here at 1.21936, and right here we already have a resistance number 1. So what we will do is simply waiting for the market to make right here a second attempt of the resistance. That means let's wait for the pound USD to rise to another 38 pips before we continue shorting it. And the take profit level, as I mentioned earlier, is going to be right here at the lowest level of the support at 1.20310, aiming approximately 162 pips of profit, hopefully, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging higher than this level of a previous resistance right here at 1.22671 for about 70 pips. But again, guys, I doubt if this signal is ever gonna be activated. I believe that the pound USD will just simply continue the fall. I'm just hoping that it's gonna make any pullback so we can start shorting it. Anyway, let me now write the signal for you. Moving now to the AUDUSD. So unfortunately, also the AUDUSD, it hasn't been triggered, but actually at least I think this is from, let me just be sure, 22nd. Nope, it has been activated only right here. It went in only 15-16 pips of profit before finally goes, unfortunately, in loss. So unfortunately, selling the AUDUSD here was not the best idea, I think. Let me now delete the old signal and let's see now what we can do next. So moving now to the daily chart. Daily chart actually, guys, here showing us a very strong bearish movement. And I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not sure the reason sending a buy signal on it. I mean, this strong bearish movement right here is just telling us that we have to continue shorting the AUDUSD. I mean, maybe I was fooled by the support level here, but however, AUDUSD is going to be good to be short. Also right here, we're having, of course, a support trend line, as we can see. And exactly just like that. So we had here the support trend line number 1 and 2 and finally 3, and we had finally, of course, the bearish breakout from that level of the support trend line. That was, of course, the bearish fall or the breakout, and right here we have entirely a resistance trend line. So that means that the AUDUSD will most likely now gonna continue the fall. The question is where exactly we can start shorting it. Moving to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, what we are having right here, of course, is a resistance trend line. Check this out. So as you can see, the market just kept respecting that level of the resistance trend line. Even when it made an actual bullish breakout from it, it became a support, instantly broke out below that level of the resistance trend line. So that's telling us that this level of the resistance trend line is very strong and most likely it will be respected every single time. I mean, even right here, we have another fake breakout from that level. So Since we're having here a support zone, as we can see, we can expect a pullback to happen and that level of the resistance trend line to be respected as well, and most likely the AUDUSD is gonna continue the fall. That being said, let's wait for this pair to rise to another like 24 pips before we can start shorting it. So after this analysis, let's look at the left side to find the strongest real level of a resistance and a support as well. And as we can see right here, exactly, just to be precise, yes, that's the level. It was of course a real level of the support. It was here also a real level of the resistance. And I think if I scroll more to the left side, we can see it as a resistance as well. I mean, check this out. This is amazing. Wow, look at that. It was here a resistance as well. Scrolling more to the left side, I think it's not gonna happen. Yes, check this out. It was also right here a real level of the resistance for several times. Anyway, we will short the AUDUSD exactly from that level, aiming, I think we can even aim more than that. I mean, if we look at the daily chart, we are having here, of course, the nearest level of a previous resistance, as we can see exactly, at 0.63268, which means we can expect approximately 90 pips profit from this signal, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging higher than this level of a previous resistance for about 47 pips only. Let me now write the signal for you. Moving now to the USDCAD, which was one of the best signals of this week. As we can see, USDCAD signal, guys, has been activated and winning so far approximately 66 pips of profit. That was really a good signal, and as we can see, it has reversed exactly from that level. But there is one problem here. You have not clicked the like button yet. And come on, guys, I mean, I know, I'm totally aware that AUDUSD and EURUSD have failed, but come on, give me some credit for the USDCAD. So for that, guys, please don't forget to hit the like button now and subscribe to the channel. Now, what's next with this pair? I believe that the USDCAD is actually going to continue the rise. However, if we move now to the weekly chart, we can see clearly that our take profit level has got to be increased right here to reach the highest level of a real resistance, exactly right there at 1.36097. That support right here, guys, has been indeed respected based on the weekly chart, and I think that there is no way for it to go except to the rise and reach that level of the strongest key resistance level exactly at 1.36097. So for a starter, let's just edit our our take profit level to be as 1.36097. However, what about the entry? Let's move to the daily chart. Now the daily chart, guys, showing us a very basic support and resistance. So right here we have a broken level of the support exactly right there at 1.34932. That was, of course, a strong level of the support. As you can see, this right here was the nearest support to that bullish breakout candle. So if the USDCAD is ever gonna make any pullbacks, we can start buying it exactly right here, hoping for that level of the support to be respected. And as we can see, it has become also a resistance for only once and instantly broken out from. That means that we have to wait for the USDCAD to fall to another 22 pips before we can proceed to buy it. And let me just edit the safe zone and the entry to be exactly at that level of the previous support at 1.34932. That's going to be our new entry, and take profit level has been updated. So therefore, our new signal will be aiming 117 pips of profit and a safe zone ranging for about 45 pips. Let's now move to the USDJPY. Alright, so USDJPY, guys, hasn't been activated, but at least now it's running in the right direction, which is really a credit for me, or a point at least. So let me just now move to the daily chart. And to be honest with you guys, we cannot now do much with this pair. All we can do right now is just simply waiting for the pullback to happen, and we will just wait for it to reach our take profit level. So our take profit level is gonna just remain the same, and we will just hope for the USDJPY to make a pullback. So therefore, moving now to the 1 hour time frame, I would recommend to buy the USDJPY exactly from that level of a strong support, which has been created here at 148.757. As we can see, it has created here a support for 1, 2, 3 times. Now, I don't think that the USDJPY is ever gonna even be able to reach that level of the previous support. For one simple reason is we're having here also a broken level of the resistance trend line. So we're having here a flag or a channel which has been broken out from. So therefore, I think, you know what, we can actually raise our expectation to be right here at least, maybe. I mean, that is not my kind of market. I don't like it. I don't like it. I hate it. I hate it. I mean, when the pair is just keep rising in single movement right like that, it's really boring, and it's just not my favorite kind of market, guys. Anyway, back to the analysis. We can just buy the USDJPY exactly right here at that level of a previous support at 148.831, waiting for it to make a pullback for around 22 pips. And this the take profit level is just gonna remain the same. We can expect about 81 pips profit from this signal, and the safe zone that should be ranging right here till the previous level of a resistance at 148.398 for about 42 pips. And by the way, guys, you have to understand something. The edge of the safe zone right here is never a stop loss. The stop loss in my signals, guys, is always going to be outside the safe zone. If the market is going to be outside of this safe zone, then you can actually place your stop loss anywhere you want. For example, if you place your buy order right here, then place your stop loss anywhere, for example, here, or right here, or right there, anywhere outside of the safe zone. That's my style of signals. But don't tell me that the edge of the safe zone is a stop loss, because I have seen many comments saying that this signal has hit the stop loss, and I'm wondering, because where is the stop loss? I didn't find any stop loss in my signals. I didn't write any stop loss. Where did you come up with the stop loss from? My friends, this is never a stop loss right here. It's only the edge of the safe zone, and as long as the market is ranging inside of it, then we should be fine. Anyway, guys, that's everything for the USDJPY. Let's now move. By the way, guys, I forgot to mention that we are having here also a broken level of the resistance trend line, and it became also a support trend line. So therefore, if the USDJPY is going to make a pullback, it will actually be ranging right here at the edge of the support trend line before going to continue the rise. Anyway, moving now to the NZDUSD. So NZDUSD, guys, was one of the best signals. It has been activated, I think. Oh no, hasn't it been activated? I thought it has been activated. Sorry. No, it hasn't been activated. NZDUSD is going in the right direction, but hasn't been activated, guys. However, after this strong bearish movement happened right here, the signal for the NZDUSD will just remain the same, with a small edit to be right here exactly at that level of a resistance. I need to finish this video now. Actually, I cannot keep talking for a long time. Sorry, guys. It's just really difficult for me. 59701. That level of resistance is gonna be our new entry for the NZDUSD, since we can see that the market actually kept respecting that level of the resistance. We are having here also several, of course, fake breakouts. However, let's wait for the NZDUSD to rise to another like 22 pips before we can start shorting it, keeping, of course, the same take profit level. Anyway, guys, let's now move to the gold. Alright, so now the gold is gonna be different. Of course, I sent here a deal of the day to sell the gold at 1922.87, and now the gold is ranging at 1901. In my opinion, only a madness, or actually a madness, only a mad trader will send any signal at the moment. Unfortunately, my friends, for the gold, we cannot touch it right now. As I'm telling you always, 1800, 1900, 2000 are critical levels for the gold. And between 2000 and 1800, 900 is the most critical one. Because if the gold is going to ever be rise above 1900, it will actually reach the highest levels of the history. I mean, the closer we get to 2000, the more scaring the investors. And the more we go below 1900 is going to be safer for the investors. So 1900 have the most pressure of all. In my opinion right now, guys, we cannot touch the gold. Let's wait for the gold to see what will gonna happen. So far, the price action here is promising for the fall. But the problem again is we are actually 1900. So it's not gonna be easy to break out from it. Neither is gonna be for the bullish or the bearish one. The breakout from this level is not gonna be safe at all, or not gonna be easy at all. Trust me, guys, you never wanna stuck in the middle of this fight between the bulls and the bears. This is where the market makers playing their game. In my opinion, just avoid trading the gold and let's see what will gonna happen. If the gold is gonna make a strong bearish movement right here, then we will consider shorting the gold at some certain level of resistance. If the gold is gonna make a pullback, then we will just consider buying it at the nearest support. However, for now, let's avoid trading the gold until things are clear. So that's my analysis, guys. I hope it's gonna be good and hopefully it's gonna be profitable for everyone. And again, guys, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And remember, just because it's coming from Xtreme Trader doesn't mean at all that it is 100% profitable one. There is always possibility for these signals to fail. So until then, guys, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.